It's time for the show for show. It's time for It's the Show for Show.
Ooh.
All right.
Hey, here we go. Y'all remember us? Because it's time for the show.
For show.
For show.
You know, I got to say, we've been a little busy.
Yeah, it's a lot going on, man. It's a lot going on. 2011, we told y'all we was getting it in. 2011.
Yeah, we're still living.
Yeah, jumping and stumping.
We've been moving and shaking, getting our party on.
Sizzling like bacon.
Sizzling like bacon.
You'll hear that later.
Separate events, of partying fun or, something else. I don't know.
Yeah, whatever. We had a lot going on, dude. There's a lot going on. It takes a little effort. It's not a reality TV show that we do here. You know what I mean? We actually have to come up with stuff and sit down and make things happen,
I hope we came up with something good for today.
We'll see. Hope you enjoy it.
We'll see. I guess we start off with the normal shit pile of celebrity news. Our favorite topic, one of them,
Yeah.
Kim Kardashian.
Kim Kardashian.
Seems like she's finally found someone to accept her.
She's in love.
Gave her a nice ring. I wonder if Ray J is going to be invited to the wedding.
Oh,
I'll film this one for Ray.
That'd be lovely. He's going to be the photographer.
Yeah, I take good pictures of her.
Yeah.
That's not her best side.
Trust me. Anyways.
Anyhow, what else has been going on? It's tough to say much celebrity news. I
wouldn't really call him a celebrity, but, Tony Weiner. Tony Anthony Weiner.
Mr. Politician.
Hey, buddy, guess what? Anything that goes on the computer can be traced.
You shouldn't tweet your peep.
Yeah, you put it out there. It's out there forever.
But, you just got to think about how stupid our politicians are these days.
Yeah.
Gee, no one's watching me.
You can't be in that kind of big, high-power position and try to get away with, private part pics and whatnot. So.
It makes no sense, though. Yeah, exactly. Why would you even be tweeting your privates to someone you don't know, first
and
of
then
all?
Put your face in it, dude. Rule number 1 of sending dirty pics is you cut yourself off right here, so at least you can deny.
Yeah, get that mole removed. So, then it's like, oh, that's not my junk. There's no mole there.
Yeah, so. Anyways, I'm glad he's resigning.
Yeah.
You got to, you know what I mean? You get caught like that and then try to lie about it. I'd have more respect for him if he's straight up been like, well, you know what I'm saying? I doubled up on my Viagra that day or whatever.
I was just a little horny and feeling like taking some pictures of my junk.
Yeah, it's
But
anyway.
You randomly select some hoes on the tweet to send your junk to. At least, maybe get to meet them first before you...
And there was one of them I seen today on the news. They were talking about one of them was a porn star.
Now she's gonna sell her story for money that.
Yeah, she's gonna write a book and make $1 trillion, and
hey, you couldn't just lay on your back for a living. Now you got to be ruining this guy's stuff.
Yeah. So
that's what it's life.
I don't know. You ever heard of a dude named Tiger Woods, y'all?
Yes.
All y'all going down the same path, dude. I'm telling you, those social networking deals can be the devil. Can be the devil.
And these people in these positions need to get together and say, hey, wait a second. We need to write the book on
etiquette
of undermining the system so we can get by with the same shady shit we like to do all the time.
No doubt. No doubt. I don't know if y'all can see this, but there's a fly flying around.
And someone just tried to swat it.
He just desecrated the sink over there. I don't know if you heard that. I'm certain you did. But
we'd only hire exterminator every show.
Yeah, it's hard to keep up with. We've been busy. We told you.
We've been busy, What have we been busy with, Joe James? It's been a while. I think since Charlie Sheen had his meltdown, that kind of put us in like a downer.
Yeah.
No more episodes.
When we had our little tweet session and Chuck hit us up, we tried to get with him and get him he wanted way too much money for a free show to come and be on our show, but we had the
we worked out our situation.
Yeah,
no, it's touchy.
No blows.
More thumb war.
That's the reason it took so long. Spank had to wait for his black eye to go away. Now, the wedding.
We had to go to a nice, pretty wedding.
Beautiful wedding.
Shouts out to the nice flexins out there.
Yeah, down at the beach and
parties, Memorial Day parties.
Memorial.
We like to party hard, boozing
and cruising.
Tell me some shine. Does it make you forget what happened?
Oh yeah, shine does not make you feel fine, ladies and gentlemen.
It doesn't.
It'll make you run into a tree. And I don't mean drive into a tree. I mean literally run
full speed into the tree.
Yeah.
Looking for more once you wake up.
Yeah. Let's have some bears for breakfast. Anyway.
Normal stuff, just, life.
Trying to maintain, man. Be grown-ups. It sucks to grow up. But it's kind of cool at the same time.
Yeah,
Seem like you're missing something in your life? How about some dicks? Put some dicks down your gully. Pour you a nice glass and watch the time pass. Dicks feels good going down your throat. Dicks, they always swallow, never spit liquor. Dicks.
Recently, though, we've had some championship-type games going down.
Championship.
Let's start with hockey. We don't know much about that, but I think the Boston Bruins won the hockey series.
Yeah.
7 games.
You know what's sweet about championships? You're a fan, dude, and your team wins, and you're taking credit and applause.
Yeah, it's like you're going to work like, we
won. Yeah,
we did this. We
you're
did
taking
that.
credit for stuff you had absolutely nothing to do with.
Did you see what we did
Nothing
last night? We won the championship.
Yeah. You see us win, but
it's sour losers too, though, in the situation with the hockey rioting. People, there was a huge fire in Canada somewhere. Vancouver is where I think those Canucks were from.
I mean, when VCU got beat, they were setting trash cans on fire in the city.
Yeah, I mean, that's just sad for just fans that there are those people out there that just really just go overboard.
Yeah.
It's like you can't just
that's what fan means. Fan means fanatic. Fan is short for the fanatic.
I never thought of it like that.
It is.
Sometimes you break out the knowledge on me,
That's what I
like
do.
I'm elementary,
That's what I do.
But seriously, when you lost, go home and cry. Don't go burning up people's livelihoods and shit. That's
ruining people's lives.
Cost your government money. Guess what? Your taxes are going to go up next year because they had to repair all this bullshit.
Yeah.
And then you're going to be complaining next year again because you ain't got enough money to buy tickets to the championship game.
Yeah.
Don't cry. It's okay that your team lost the championship. Instead of going out and rioting, go grab you some dicks. Dicks will make you forget how much you hate your team right now. So quit thinking about those losers and think about some dicks. Put some dicks in your life. Championship.
So,
Bigger topic. Bronny Bron. The new prince of the NBA. Some people say he wet the bed.
Well, my opinion, and I've said it from the beginning, I've just never actually said it on the show. I don't think he's the best basketball player ever. I don't really think he's a great basketball player. He's got the best attributes of a basketball player.
To be the best. Could he be the best?
He's going to have to grow up. I really give Dwayne Wade more credit. He's a better basketball player
He's
than
been
LeBron
through the
is.
hoops.
Well, I just think he's full on a better basketball player. LeBron he's a great athlete. He would be good at anything he did. He would be good at any sport.
True. He might not be good at like water polo or something like that.
Is that
a sport? I got what you're going at.
I'm just saying, it's I don't know.
But it also proves that you can't buy championships. A lot of people understand that. Hey,
speaking of buying, did you hear what Mark Cuban did after the championship?
I think he shed them dollars, boy. He was making it rain up in the club.
Truth. He bought a $90,000 bottle of champagne.
How big a bottle is that?
They said it was about half the size of Dirk. About half as tall as Dirk.
Like 3.5 feet tall.
But the best part about it, he left a $20,000 tip.
Man, if I could
give a $90,000 bottle of champagne,
if I could just receive the tip,
I would love to have been the person that served him. I would have had to clock out right then. When I seen it come through, I would have had to clock out.
The shitty thing would be if you're like the one that was serving them all night and you're in one of them joints that are like, oh, we pool the tips.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna split this one.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna work for me.
He paid me in cash, Jack. He only gave me $2,000.
So.
But so the situation would be, hey, what's gonna happen next year?
Yeah.
The Heat gonna come back? Or are they gonna?
They're all pretty young, fairly young. They ought to be able to get back and do something again. So.
Yeah, that's true.
We don't know. I just don't know.
Time tells. A lot of good teams out there.
True.
Basketball isn't our forte.
It's a fickle game.
The season is so drawn out because they don't really play hard until it comes time to play. Playoff time. And, nobody talks about that. And you don't talk about, hey, Bronny Brown should have done this and that and whatever,
Yeah.
Bron shouldn't have said the things he did about the people.
Well,
when you're pissed off after you lose, you're gonna say some shady shit.
Yeah, you just need to run straight to the locker room and keep your mouth shut.
You should learn not to go talk to them. Did you have to? Is it in your contract where you say I got to go talk to the media after I lose the championship?
When you're sour Sally, and I hate him.
Better if he just flashed 2 fingers and gave them pieces and deep down.
I don't know if that's better because it didn't really go over that well before.
Either way,
Yeah.
What's Bron gonna do?
But anyway.
What else? Not much else sports news going on. I don't think they got the Tiger Woods. He's pretty much not playing golf at the moment.
Nah, golf's a mental game, and his mind kind of got a little messed up.
Yeah, and now he's hurt. He's hurt here, I hurt there.
But speaking of busy, I hear you've been doing a little gardening.
I have been doing some gardening.
So
trying to grow a flush garden of vegetables for my family and others to enjoy in.
Yeah. Well, let's take us a quick break, and then we'll get back and talk some gardening.
That sounds good, man. I think everyone will enjoy it.
Yep.
For me and James, after the gardening segment, we'll be heading on to probably enjoy some vegetables.
Yes, sir. We're going to have a little refreshment.
Salad.
Yeah, salad. A little salad refreshment.
But hopefully we'll see you again soon.
We will, hopefully.
And if you didn't know, got a promo here.
Oh, yeah. We gotta make a little tidbit.
To be named. Say You Better. Check it out. iTunes. Other social networks.
Better?
Other music networks.
Yeah.
Available to you.
Check us out. That's been a big part of why we've been so busy.
Just to mention. We just do it in there.
Yeah.
Say You Better?
Well, y'all have a good evening.
Yeah, thanks for coming out.
Take it easy.
Check us out next time.
For sure.
For sure.
So, I hear you're interested in gardening. Have a flush garden like this one day. I'm gonna start from the basics. Step 1, you're gonna find a good spot with consistent sun all day, because you don't want to get less sun than needed for the plants, or it's not even worth planting. Step 2, we're gonna want to measure what your garden plot's gonna be, then weed kill that area. I usually let it set, say a week. That makes sure the weeds get real good and dead, easier to get up. You're gonna need some tools. You're gonna need a shovel, flat head shovel, works good for me. A hoe, a gardening tool hoe. You're gonna need light rake. You're also gonna need a bucket for when you're shoveling and stuff. Easy move. You don't want to be making a big pile and then having to dig it all up at the end. We're gonna move on to killing the grass now. Once it's dead, we'll get back to you and let you know how the project goes from there. Once you've finished, the weeds are killed, you've dug up the dirt, use your hoe to get any weeds that are a little too tough to get up. I like to reach for this little rake right here. Yeah, it looks a little comical, a little kiddish, but once you get the garden going, it's much easier to maneuver around the plants. You know, it's not too much, it's not too big, not too heavy to be tearing your soil up, but it gets the stuff where it needs to go. As you can see, the plot's killed. We got it measured out just right, maybe a little more than what's needed, but that's better than less. We're gonna move on to making the border around the plot. First, we're gonna have to pre-drill some holes in our wood. Let's go do that, and we'll get back to you. Did you even record anything?
I don't think it's recording yet.
Alright.
Hold on. Stop.
Not robot.
Reebok. And a half-inch. A 1-inch Reebok. Hold this shit down. Damn. Alright.
Sorry. Robot.
Reebok.
Alright, so we got our boards drilled. You want to make sure you lay them out, measure out everything so it's square. You don't want to start putting stuff down and find out it's crooked. It's going to be a pain to get it back up. We're going to put these boards down. Then we're going to move on to what you do with your soil. Alright, let's get to hammering. Alright, as you can see, we got all our boards down except for one. We're going to spread out as much of the soil as we can inside the box. As I say, I like to use my tricky little comical rake right here. Careful, there's lots of bugs out. But what you can do before you nail this last board down, a little trick I learned, make sure you got your garden level. You take this there, 4x4x6, you can just work it across the top right here. You know, might want to get a partner in this situation. As you can see, we got our box done, soil nice and level. You don't want to be planting in the heat. So we're going to take a little break, cool off. We're going to come back later this evening and get to planting some vegetables. Alright, we're back here and it's time for planting. See, as we had the box lined out, you want to make sure you got some even space between all your plants. Don't want them bunching up on each other. You might have one of them taking over the other one, not getting enough growth space. You know, that kind of stuff. What I like to do is I use the degradable pots. You plant them in the pot, you water them in the pot, all that good stuff, and you can put the pot right into the ground when you plant it. This isn't growing anything, but it's just an example. Right here is how they come 8 to a pack. You just cut them where you need to cut them, put them in the ground, get them real nice and wet before you put them in. Cut the bottom so those roots can grow down, and then make sure they're covered real good, and you're set to go. I'm going to get to planting, and once we're done, I'll let you view. As you can see, we're almost done planting. We're on our last space. I want to point out something. If you're planting something like squash or zucchini, they're going to get real big. In this instance, I've learned my lesson. I'm going to give him a whole row to himself. That way he can flourish doesn't interrupt other stuff, hopefully. You know, if you take proper care, soon this garden could look like that one. Some tips. Once you're done, you want to get some nice bug insect granules work best. Make a nice layer around your box, not inside the box. Animals are pests as well in your area. You want to get some animal deterrent. Granule form works well. Insects on your plants, there are several different forms of insecticide that are okay to use. Just don't use them too much. Always read your instructions. Know about the harvesting. I'm going to put this in the ground, call it an evening. Next time we'll talk more about what happens when your plants get big and how to take care of them. Thank you for watching. Show for show. For show.
Plastic boy.
Pumpkin getting his spank as always.